of the Mohican, last of the Mohicans, last of the Mohican, We the last of the Mohican. We the last of the Mohican. We the last of the Mohican. Last of the Mohican. Last of the Mohican. You niggas slipping on your sauce game. That ain't this. They don't make them like me no more. I'm the shit. I was built for this. And I just look like this. The way I handle bars like I'm riding bikes again. Like Jay-Z, I'ma give you a blueprint and show you that I'm cut from a different type of fabric. No hoop dreams, but I'm putting up all bricks. And we gamble like Pete Rose and hustlers like Larry Flint while we stack chips. Last of the Mohican. We the last of the Mohican. We the last of the Mohican. Last of the Mohican. Last of the Mohican. We the last of the Mohican. We the last of the Mohican. We the last of the Mohican. Last of the Mohican. Last of the Mohican.
Last of a dime breed, cut from a different cloth. I ain't gotta beat my chest, bitch, you already know I'm boss. Had it before, lost it, then I got it back. What we talking about, nigga, I got my own back. I'm in the rear view with a clear view and I'm speeding through. Fuck that plug talk, nigga, he can keep feeding you. Catch me at the top with a bike doing that dance. Fruit Loop straps on them stack, doing that money dance.
We the last of the Mohican. We the last of the Mohican. We the last of the Mohican. Last of the Mohican. Last of the Mohican. We the last of the Mohican. We the last of the Mohican. We the last of the Mohican. Last of the Mohican. Last of the Mohican.
Damn, that sounded good. Where's that coming from?
So you got both of them.
What's good, y'all? Welcome to Men's Motivational Monday, where you got me, King David.
You got Mikey the God.
You got Damn Sam in the building. What's up with all my peoples?
What's happening? What's up? What's happening?
As always, we would love for you to like, share, subscribe,
And engage.
in the section below.
He said in the section below.
Yeah, you see it right there.
And just a disclaimer, any opinions that you hear on the podcast does not reflect the integrity of the brand.
Big old facts, what he said.
Disclaimer.
Yeah. So if I say some off the wall shit, don't be trying to come sue me because you thought I was talking about you.
Don't get the preacher effect.
Yeah.
Like, you talking about me? Me?
So we had a win yesterday.
Look, it's a double screen.
Yeah, I know. We had a win yesterday. We got double cameras up.
She gangster.
She definitely
We
gangster.
knew that before that though. We ain't gonna see her first.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ash.
Chris ain't on here yet.
It's all good. Cause we late as fuck anyway, so
Yeah,
time
I told him what time, but it's cool. It's all good. We here every Monday. What's good with my peoples?
Shit, you know.
Go ahead and talk about that win. Yeah, how dare us interrupt that win.
Man, we got a win yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, like it was a defensive win. The defense really stepped up and played their part. You know what I mean? Because they've been lacking the last game. They don't know how to finish. If the offense putting up over 30 points, you got to be able to finish strong. And our defense has been letting us down, but we pulled out a win. And I think we got the right pieces back in place so that our defense can continue to be that defense that took us to the Super Bowl.
What's the right pieces? Who was
Well, we had injured linemen that was on that defensive line. You know what I mean? That we didn't have before. That's back now. We need them pieces. Yeah. And we've been running with some younger players too now. Some of them new rookies on the squad been stepping all the way up.
Yeah, they stepped up. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna see a lot more of them. So shout out to the Bengals, man. We ain't forgot you.
And Joe Burrow ran that 49-yarder. You feel me?
Yeah.
Hey, it looked like he was running for miles.
Hey,
You know?
that was a must win. I'm gonna put the team on my back, and I'm gonna, now it's time for me to take us there. You know.
Did he get hit hard or something?
He got hit hard.
Boy.
Later on,
Yeah.
But you know, I think that week before, watching another motherfucker do that type shit, he like, you know what, I can too.
Do what?
Run like Lamar, nigga.
Oh.
Play Lamar, nigga. The shit was down to, inches, and it came down to one kick, and it was some last second shit. Like, and I guess he, in his feelings, like, you know what? I can do some of that shit too. I choose to be a pocket dude.
Mm-hmm.
I can run too. I'm the slowest motherfucker on the field, and y'all leave everybody to the left, and ain't nobody there. Fuck you, nigga. I'm out. And that's what he did.
He
50
did
yards
that.
later, even that motherfucker flexing like Hogan, nigga. Like, I'm like, okay.
Joe did like this.
Right.
I said,
Right. And then flex. So I ain't a Bengals fan, but I was down with that. I like the image.
See, everybody be riding on Jamar Chase team, right? Because we know he Jamar Chase. But T. Higgins,
yeah.
he like for real, we ought to be on him. He don't want to be making them catches though when in the clutch.
In the clutch.
I think that's where balance come from. Like if you got somebody like Jamar, you're supposed to feature T. Higgins. And then make them leave Jamar alone and get Jamar as such. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if y'all want to keep Jamar, I'm gonna keep the work T. Higgins. This nigga, all I gotta do is a jump ball. That ain't gonna get it.
He's catching it.
And he's physical. He ain't gonna drop the ball for the ball, you know what I mean? And then we'll be like, all right, we can't keep doubling Jamar. They keep forcing this nigga the ball and he eating. So now we start getting him some attention. That opens up Jamar to get his big plays. And I think that balances out the offense more.
Man, the way he juggled that ball, them catches, and still caught it with 3 people trying to tackle him, that showed he got good arm strength, good hand coordination, good eye coordination. That young man with the ball, yeah.
Who's Higgins?
Yeah.
So what we doing today? What's our motivation for Monday?
The topic we talking
Yeah,
about?
what's our motivation for Monday?
Oh shit. It says, how do you resolve conflict with your family and your significant other?
Wow.
So that can there's a lot of ways,
Wow.
conflict. So you take a female over to meet your parents and they don't really like her, or somebody in your family that she might have rubbed the wrong way with conversation, or just being her, and they take her the wrong way, so now they don't like her. It could be your kids come meeting them for the first time, or, and this nigga coming in here trying to be daddy. He drinking up all the orange juice. He walking around with his boxers on, the shirt, like he doing way too much. He don't need to be in here like that. Those type where the kids, he ain't my daddy, like, and it's going down. So
Well, like, that ain't my daddy. Like, you mean like in a blended family? Like,
yeah.
Like, I guess this is because I was trying to understand the topic myself when I read it, because I thought and I thought maybe it's or, but it's and. So you're talking about when your family and your significant other might not necessarily see eye to eye on something, and how do you manage a situation like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, how do you, do you stop going to family events because your family don't like her, and you just going by yourself, or you tired of going by yourself? Do you stop going at all? You know what I mean? And you retracting the phone calls now? Yeah, I'll be over there, or I seen y'all, or video chats, just because you don't feel like they respecting your side or who you with. You know what I mean? Like, so it's a lot.
Fuck that. Don't go nowhere. If I can't motherfucking come, you ain't going. Okay, me and my day. Sorry, y'all.
or your family member is doing too much. Like, it could be your significant other. Do you ride with the bullshit, or do you let them know, like, hold on now, you done went too far? You feel me? Like, do you draw that line in the sand?
But as men, I think that is something that I don't think everybody do, and dealing with the shit I've been dealing with, you know what I mean? And I've been reflecting on life. I think that's a trait that every man needs to make sure that they keep in their toolbox. It's like being able to draw a line in the sand with people they care about. It's like just because I draw a line in the sand don't mean I don't love you, I don't respect you, I don't care for you, I don't, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I gotta protect me and my energy. And if you fucking up my household or making my significant other feel uncomfortable just because you can, I got, like you said, I'm not a nigga that check niggas in public because I'm violent.
Right.
In theory. You know what I'm saying? I be wanting to go to the next level, and I be like, well, and to avoid that, I try to have conversation early on. I'm like, hey, do me a favor. Be mindful of how you do certain shit, because you know what I mean? Because the consequences. Because I feel like as people be squeezing our balls because they comfortable with us. Like it'd be like a family member, like, fuck that bitch, you gonna choose me over there? You gonna do that over there? Like, nah, nigga, you squeezing my balls, nigga, don't do that. You know, as a man, I got a relationship. I'm doing this is my family. This is my everything. And you, my family too. Now you get messy because you can and trying to balance that shit out. Sometimes, you know, like you said, that line in the sand is necessary with everybody to walk this planet when you're talking about somebody else.
So put yourself in that same situation when if your kids didn't like your wife, you know, or vice versa. How did you handle it? Mike?
Right, I'm gonna say.
Oh, I mean, they cannot like her. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
They are my kids.
Okay, but what if you didn't like who your kids was dating? That's what I meant to say. Like so your daughter done brought this little nigga over here, and you already formed your opinion about him. Like, you know what I mean? That's the same thing though, because
I mean that didn't happen to me before too. Like, you know, all I could do because that's her choice, you know, or his choice. I have to respect their choice. You feel me? But at the same time, I don't have to like that person.
Right.
So in that instance, I just kind of like sit back and wait it out because I know sooner or later it's gonna play. Now, if I'm flagrantly wrong, then that's a different story. You know, because I don't ever want to be flagrantly wrong and expect for my significant other to follow me in my BS. Right. That's not right. So I'm gonna take some accountability when I'm wrong. You feel me? I want you to understand though why I did what I did, even if it was wrong. Still understand. You feel me?
They having a problem. They said the sound is choppy. I'm sorry. I was trying to fix it, but they're saying that the sound is very choppy. It's hard to hear it. So I'm just gonna log out and log in. I'm not gonna close it all the way out like I usually do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if Chris will play a video or something, but I'm just gonna go like out of it and go back in.
All right, you unplug the other mic. Cause we got two mics on.
I unplugged all of them, and they said they couldn't hear anything. But we gonna go out of it. I don't know what's going on with the. I can't even tell you what's going on with why it keeps doing that. So.
Yo, what up? This is Big Cappuccino and the Great Wu-Tang Clan, Killer Bees on the Swarm.
Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Bizarre from D12.
Yo, what's good, y'all? This is Doug E. Fresh.
Hey, Redman is in the building. You already know.
Hey guys, this is Emily Peachy.
Shout out, man, to Worldwide Collaborations, man.
I want to shout out Worldwide Collaborations LLC.
Shout out to the Worldwide Collaborations LLC.
World movement, beyond thousands of movements.
The world movement, beyond thousands of movements.
All about representing each other together. So check this out.
What's up? You want to be a part of this? You want to be a part of the Worldwide Collaboration?
You guys should all be a part of Worldwide Collaboration.
Worldwide Collaborations LLC. Check us out, man, and check what's going on, man. Word up. I have recently been choosing to be a spokesman and an ambassador, so you will see a lot more of me. Join the movement, man. It's beyond thousands of movements right now and talents put together, all about representing each other together.
I want to join, so I might see you there. All right, much success.
Shooting the free throws and striping, we own it. Push an opponent. 5 fouls on the 4 for the bonus. And shooting the free throws and striping, you own it. We own it. Trilly pile up the green, even on the weekend. And I see so much green that I turn to vegan when I get it.
Damn, I love you. You've been around me my entire life before I knew this motherfucker. Like, what's your real thing with them? Don't just say this and this. Don't make a bunch of shit up and be vague. Be real specific and tell me what it is. It's something and then it might be something I didn't see. Or I might be able to explain to you, like, nigga, you just a hater and you don't want to admit it. you just mad because you ain't got something like this. And you trying to get in my way. You know what I mean? Like so it boils down to, like, when you talk about family and a significant other, I think everything that we always end up talking about comes back to communication. Mm-hmm. Being able to effectively communicate with people you care about, regardless of the title that they have, mother, father, child, significant other, boss, vendor, whomever, whatever title they have, is still just a relationship between another human being. And we got to get some over understanding on this motherfucker. Like, okay, that was an uncomfortable moment. For me, every time I have an uncomfortable moment, I reflect and I try to talk to the motherfuckers involved, because I don't like uncomfortable moments at this stage of development. You know what I mean? Like, it's like growing up being uncomfortable every day, when you get to be older, you be like, fuck that. All right. I got some power in this. I'm not a victim. I take, like Mike said, I take accountability what I did. But what the fuck is you doing? I own my shit. Is you owning your shit? Is you just a hater? Is you just jealous of this motherfucker? Is you really like this motherfucker? What is it? You my cousin, you my brother, you my mom. What really is it? What is it that truly got you being so this way when this person's around us? Because you don't act like this till I bring this motherfucker around. Now you want to act like this and be doing all this. Like, I need some understanding, because I don't want to fall out with you. And I ain't about to just, I don't, some people make relationships messy by including other people. Relationships are between two people. I got a relationship with you, God Mike. I got a relationship with you, motherfucking Dave. I got a relationship with my wife. I got a relationship with Hush. I got a relationship with individuals. Mm-hmm. I don't put nobody between our relationships.
You fuck me off, that's between me and you. If this nigga don't like you, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I know some niggas that did crazy shit to niggas and is got real bad names. But since they've been legitimately honest to me and been genuine to me, I ain't got no problems with the motherfuckers. You might have snitched on a nigga and locked a nigga up.
I ain't about to be around no nigga like that.
But at the end of the day, what if this nigga is somebody that you know that's been around before he did that, and he knew enough about you to lock you up, but he never did. But he took a random motherfucker that he was around and set them motherfuckers up, like put the motherfucking dope under this nigga's seat, and like, I don't know nothing about it. But at the end of the day, you know more than on me. And you ain't say nothing on me. I didn't know you since we was kids. And you ain't never crossed me. You'd have been genuine with me. You might have fucked this other nigga off. But that ain't got nothing to do with me. Because as a man, I got my relationship between you, because at the end of the day, as men, we know that we get violent in the blink of an eye. We'll do something to another man in the blink of an eye.
So what about you?
Right, Dave.
Well, being in that situation, because I didn't walk the walk, you know what I mean? I didn't see my kids just mess with somebody that I didn't approve of, but it wasn't my place to be all in their ear telling them, I don't like this motherfucker. I ain't finna do all that, because at the end of the day, you're going to make your choice to do what you want to do. That's like you telling them they done broke up, and motherfucker done called you like me and her didn't he didn't call you saying, you know what I mean, trying to apologize like it's her, I don't know what's going on. I'm not gonna get in the middle of it. I'm gonna let y'all handle it. So just being that I'm letting them handle it, I'm gonna let it play out. Like you said, it ain't no need for me to get involved in it. And if I do got to get involved in that situation, we got a question coming from the sideline.
What if he put his hands on your daughter or something?
If he put his hands on her, then I'll intervene.
It's dangerous to get involved that way as well.
I'm still going to intervene. Then I'm gonna have to intervene because now you put your hands on her. But all I can do is intervene because she's still gonna do what she want to do regardless. So like, I still love him. And go back to him. Once you keep doing that, then I'm out of it because you're gonna do what the fuck you want to do regardless. So I've been learned that early. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna come run into your every move now because I know how you get out.
And then I learned that sometimes you can't always be so quick to react because she probably fired off on
first.
Fired off on him, called him all out his name, talked about his mama, smacked him upside his shit until he got to the point where he's like, hold up now. But now she calling you like, okay, all right, I got somebody for you, and throwing you into a situation. You feel me? Yeah, throwing you straight into a situation. So it is a sticky situation when it comes to that part.
Mm-hmm. That's why I say there's different levels to that.
Because that's a vague question, and that can go the gambit from. I mean, we can all pull, situations and circumstances that come with family, children. You know what I mean?
I got one with the family.
I got
one time when it was my mama. You know what I mean? Was mad at me over a previous relationship that I was in, and she still was attached. You feel me? To that person. Sure. So when I get to bring my wife around, it was a little problem. I don't like you, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I don't like you, but saying,
I really wanted you to be with this person, and I thought that this was the right person for you, and now you done went somewhere else and found somebody else, and
that part.
I don't trust your decision making, so I think you should have just did what I thought you should have did from the beginning.
It just was they was in their feelings about motherfuckers, period. Right. You know what I mean?
Want to control. They come to control. Like sometimes your parents and the motherfuckers who love you want to try to control you to do what they want you to do.
Love you, buddy. I love my mama.
I love my mama, but I wasn't gonna. That was me being a strong person myself, saying I'm not about to go with the flow because that's what you trying to blow at.
Push, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to go with this flow.
Right, but it wasn't personal. It was just a generalized thing.
But
like,
it was
I like
personal.
this situation for you.
But
so
it was personal because it was my life.
Nothing else. I can't see nothing else for you.
But it was my life, so it was personal. You know what I'm saying? I don't comment on your relationships with if you got married or deal with. I didn't say nothing about none of that. So at the end of the day, give me that same respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need you coming at me talking about, nah, I don't need. I'm cool with this person. I'm not. I ain't on them. I ain't feeling them. Okay, well, that's gonna be on you until you understand that this is who I'm gonna be with. Then my time gonna be coming around. You're gonna be limited. I ain't gonna come around like that. I'm gonna come around because I love you, but I'm not gonna come around because this is who I'm with, and you can't respect my boundaries. This is what I set up for myself, and if you can't accept this part, then I'm gonna have to back. And that goes with family members in general. People be throwing out having get-togethers, you know what I mean? Like, and everybody be bringing their significant other with them, but you come by yourself and they know you got one. You got certain family members asking, "Where blah blah at? Where your wife at?" Like, "Oh, she at home." Or you got your, and you know damn well y'all done had this conversation and she don't want. You know what I mean?
Your significant other not comfortable, so it's like you don't want to put them in an uncomfortable position, but you don't want to not be at the event as well.
Exactly. So you're torn in the midst of it. So it's like, do you go? Do you fall back? Do you go for about 45 minutes? Hey, everybody, get you a plate and bounce.
Nah, fuck that. Be ghosts. Don't even go.
You got another question?
If your wife can't come and they got a problem with your wife, but you know me, I don't care about you going. I tell you to go. I do. Just to say real quick, I tell you to go because I know that's your family.
I mean, this is past tense though. This ain't nothing that's going on right now. This was years ago.
But I'm saying, hell no, I love everybody. But anyway, yeah, that's your family. So I used to tell you like, go ahead and go. Tell me to go. You know, but I still felt like fuck that. You should be like, don't go. I'll be in the bed like, he's supposed to say it. I ain't going, boo. Like,
good. Go ahead.
Okay, so in those situations, would it be an issue for the woman to even say anything? Like, why would you be uncomfortable and just not say anything because these are his people? At what point do you stand up for yourself and be like, hey, I understand you feel X, Y, and Z, but I'm gonna keep coming. I ain't going nowhere.
Oh, you saying the significant other saying that to the family?
I'm not going nowhere. So when can we, you know, let's have a conversation. Mm-hmm. You know, it don't have to get ugly or disrespectful or anything like that. But
and sometimes you're right, but sometimes I think also the temperature had to be checked. You know, because sometimes
timing is everything when it comes to emotional stuff.
Sometimes like it can really get tense, and you don't want to mess up the family get together for trying to make it a family get together. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
That part.
It's like it can get real. You know what I'm saying? It can get real.
That's what you just said.
Yeah, but for me, like, I ain't gonna lie, like with my family, I give everybody an open door policy. If I bring somebody around, it's an open door policy for you to come to me and say how you feel about them. You may see what I don't see, or that may be the reason why you acting funny and not really, you didn't have that chance to really, you know, tell me. So you have an open door to call me, talk to me. We show, if I see you in person, we can talk about. It's an open door policy. Because I'm the type of person, it's going to be an open door policy. I'm going to come to you if I feel like you my family and you got somebody and I don't too much care for them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I love you enough to at least come and tell you that. You know what I'm saying? But if you my sister or my brother, then oh yeah, we gotta talk. We gotta really talk. You feel me? Because that means every time you come around, this person coming around. You feel me? And I ain't feeling this person, and I'm not the type to be so quick to, you know what I mean? I give people the benefit of the doubt. You know, so if I say something, it's because I watched the pattern, not the behavior today, the pattern. You know what I'm saying? The consistency of, you know what I'm saying, the BS.
This type of
like
situation.
what is you really bringing to the table for real? Right. You know what I mean? Not saying like on no monetary or nothing like that, but what value are you adding to my people?
When I deal with personally when resolving that, because I was put in a situation early on as a young person where I was wild. I'm talking young 20s, 30 years ago. Let's say 30 years ago, because I'm an old ass nigga.
Mm-hmm.
30 years ago, I was in the streets doing what I was doing, and I met somebody who was different, and I put attention into that person that was different than everything I was doing on the side. But everybody in their circle looked at me like I was 24 crazy, like something was wrong with me, because you could see what I was doing. You could see I was on one. But this person I chose, was the exception to the rule, per se. So my family looking like, well, nigga, like you this and this and this, and you acting like this. I'm like, well, this ain't the same person. Like, yeah, because sometimes they have valid points. Well, what they saying, like, well, they can do this and they can do that, or they can act a certain type of way, but every human is different. And they be meaning well to try to protect you from different harmful situations. But if you comfortable in, like, you knew who you was dealing with, D, and regardless of whomever you dealt with, you knew that was your wife, right. Whether they believed you or not. You was confident in the relationship and what you understood. Like, y'all tripping, y'all don't know what I know. And so you stayed strong in your confidence, and they came over to your direction because they realized where you was at, and they trusted you, and they understood that you wasn't a whole ass nigga just chasing pussy and just after some bad. You know what I mean? You when you went from where you was at to where you went to be married, they respected that, but they just was trying to protect you. Yeah. In their own little way.
Yeah, it took them a while though.
Right, of course. Because they love you for real. They want to make sure that somebody's right for you.
Right.
But at the same time, sometimes as a man, you meet a woman, her family will be looking at you 24 karat crazy because you walk around with gold teeth and long hair and gold all around your neck, and you a hood nigga type.
Chris of Worldwide Collaboration St. Louis. We are not a group. We are a family, a movement, and a company. So please, guys, do not call this a group.
Hey, this is your girl, Christina Rodriguez from Worldwide Collaborations and Worldwide
Decisions. At the end of the day, you know, you spoke earlier about how people can, try to be messy in your situation. Well, they don't understand your perspective. So I think it all boils down to perspective. Like, yeah, I hear you and I hear everything you're saying, but you don't see what I see. You don't know what I know. So chill out. You'll see it over time. I'm not trying to prove nothing to you.
Right.
Sit back and shut the fuck up and just watch this person that I brought around y'all. Because I don't bring people around y'all frivolously.
Right.
I got a lot of motherfuckers that I fuck with I never brought around. I brought this person around for a reason. Whether you understand it initially or not, it is irrelevant to me. I'm confident in my decisions to say, well, this motherfucker I'm going to bring to the family function. This person, even though y'all might have liked the last motherfucker I was with, the person I bring now, to me, is an upgrade. I'm not going backwards. Even though your family might be like, oh, I was in love with that last person. Well, okay, well, go marry that motherfucker because I found me a new motherfucker for me. And you know what I mean? And that's all that matters. Because if you try to make yourself happy, it's irrelevant as a family member. You know what I mean?
Like our individual happiness is dependent on what we accept, not what our families try to tolerate. And we kind of, I personally, because I had a function over Labor Day weekend where my wife, because I met my wife 30 years ago almost, right? And her father said something to me at my function in 2024 where he made an announcement over the speaker. Like, I didn't like him when I first met him because I was a threat. I was different. I understand I was dangerous. I was young, and I had a lot of, I could have been everything he thought I was, but I wasn't. I look like them niggas. I sound like them niggas, but I wasn't that nigga.
Right. Don't be judging the book by
you judging me by my cover. So, you know, and it put pressure on situations externally because, as you know, because parents have a lot of weight in a child's life. You know what I mean? So I commend both of y'all for being able to have that perspective to say, like, you know what, I draw a line in the sand with my family when it comes to my personal decisions for what's best for me. And a lot of men need to consider that. Like, regardless of whoever it is that walked this motherfucking planet, I don't give a fuck what your name is. Motherfucking John, Sean, Jesus. I draw a line in the sand. Like, as a man, I got to stand on what I believe and how I feel. Like what they say is what we got taught. All we got is our balls and our word. Mm-hmm. It ain't your word, it's your balls. It ain't your.
Tony Montana said,
it ain't
having my balls and my word.
It ain't your word, it's your balls. To be like, I got balls enough to stand up to the motherfuckers who raised me. I got balls enough to stand up to the motherfuckers who've been around me my entire existence and say, I know what's best for me. I don't need nobody to try to tell me what's best for me. And that's what a lot of our loved ones try to do. They mean well, but we as men, we got to show them, like, look, I'm a man. I'm okay with making decisions, even if you aren't comfortable with my decisions. I'm comfortable with my decisions. So if I'm comfortable, you shut the fuck up. And don't give me an earful, because if I'm comfortable, why the fuck you worried about the fuck I'm doing in my life? Because at the end of the day, you doing what the fuck you doing. If I want to microanalyze your situations, motherfucker, I can go back and forth and toe to toe with everything. But just sit back and watch. Eat some popcorn and watch the movie, nigga. This is my life.
They said, why so many? Somebody said, why so many motherfuckers?
I'm sorry, because disclaimer. I'm sorry. I'm a MFer, and I have a potty mouth, and somebody told me I cuss more than a drunk sailor, and I've been drinking liquor, and we in our man's environment. And my niggas can understand that motherfucker is a descriptive word that we use on a regular basis.
Right. Just like you motherfuckers say nigga.
Right.
To black folks. Like, that's a word we use amongst ourselves as a descriptive basis.
And women use bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, bitch, you tripping. Oh, bitch, you this. Oh, bitch. Oh, you know
but
you
let us
bitch.
call him a bitch.
You know you my bitch. You know you this. You know you that. But all these descriptives is, you know, people get caught up in that. And it's like, you know what? At the end of the day, just sit back and relax and just watch the movie. Right. Trust people. If you love somebody, don't be so quick to judge and form an opinion about what you see. And like Mike said, in a short window, take the long, sit back and relax.
Yeah.
Because there's people about you that I ain't like, and I sat back and let you find out that they wasn't no good for you.
Right.
I trusted and let you be you as an adult and let you make your own mistakes. But as a person, like, we need to, if we make mistakes, like if I make a mistake, I don't want you to tell me about it. I want you to be there for me when I'm healing. Like, damn, I fucked up. I really did. Like, well, nigga, I knew. I don't need it. You told me so. But just be there for somebody. Because we human. We make mistakes. We interact with the wrong people sometimes. We make decisions irrationally and emotionally and physically. And it has happened. But we so harsh on other motherfuckers, but we so lackadaisical on ourselves. And it'd be a lot of our family members.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? When like you said, you look, I ain't never like you said, D. Like I ain't never judged your relationships. Why you over here in mine?
I think sometimes people have a problem when you choose you.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? As long as you're doing things that align with their ideology, their perception, their ideology, then everything cool. Mm-hmm. But the day that you say I'm choosing me, oh hell nah. Like
they got opinion. They got opinion.
Yeah, that's like, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. I'm a free spirit person. I like to let people be who they are. And when you know what I'm saying? You may not understand me. That's cool. Sometimes I don't understand you. But just don't be fake. That's my only. Don't smile in my face if you really don't rock with me. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Now I understand being cordial because I'm good at being cordial too. You feel me? But you know, like being around certain family members or your significant other people or something like that, I'm not gonna be fake. If I don't like that person, then I'm gonna be cordial, but I don't got too much to say.
I gotta interact with them. I ain't gotta be trying to be in their face and ask them questions or participate in anything they got going on. But I respect the fact that you chose to bring this motherfucker around me, who I don't know, so I'm not gonna judge them. But from the little sample size I got, I ain't comfortable. Maybe it's me.
But I'm not.
At the same time, you gotta give yourself that time.
I'm not gonna interact with you at all. I'll be around you. I see you at the family function, but I'm going over here. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go chill down here somewhere. I got my own little section at the family function. That if we look at it like that, you know what I mean? Well, I'm over here in this area. Come holler at me over here.
But I'm not gonna just not like somebody just because.
No.
You feel me? I'm not gonna not give them a chance just because.
Right. And I respect the same. You might give me the same thing I give you. Yeah. And reciprocity is major in me. Like I like to give what I expect. With the golden rule, treat people like you want to be treated.
Yeah.
That died. We need to bring that shit back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why is people treating people crazy, but you expect me to do all this extracurricular shit because of who I am?
Yeah,
I'm who I am because I choose to be like this. Motherfucker, I could be as ignorant as the next motherfucker who you complaining about. But I don't want to be like that. But then you try to treat me like them persons and them people. It's like, the fuck? Mm-hmm. Like, even though I could be everything you thought I was, I've never showed you nothing to make you think that I was that. I could be, hypothetically speaking, in your imagination, but I've never demonstrated nothing to make you think that I was harmful to that person. That person was detrimental to my life. So why are you putting your selfish, insecure, whatever feelings you got involved in trying to make my situation uncomfortable? Because you're not comfortable. Because as a man, you make the decisions to make you feel the best. As a man, Mike, you make decisions to make you feel the best. And if your father or uncle or another motherfucker ain't comfortable, I understand you ain't comfortable, but at the end of the day, you be all right. Because I'm cool, and you eventually see the shit. You'll see what I see, because I'm not trying to prove nothing. I'm trying to sell a motherfucker to y'all. I'm cool. And if you don't trust me, then that's on you.
Okay. So we got the ladies want to ask us a question. And these last little minutes we going to use up on most of this question. And then we all going to give everybody something positive to take from me as Motivational Monday. That I guarantee you're going to, if you're listening, you catching what we're putting down.
Well,
that was old school shit, wasn't it? I said, if you listening, you catching what I'm putting down.
This is what a question from the ladies. They said, why do men who are in relationships still pursue other options? That was a question from
'Cause
the
it's
ladies.
easy.
From the ladies.
Cause it's
From
easy.
the ladies.
Cause it's easy. Cause we can. And cause certain type of niggas don't do that. I've met niggas who just swallow that shit and don't
What
do
you
nothing.
mean? Cause y'all can though.
Because certain niggas move different. We different type of niggas than the average Joe.
You're
three people here.
listen. You're talking about.
Wow.
You're talking about the elite 25% that don't do that, but there's a vast majority of 75% that do. And now I'm gonna speak on past experiences. So therefore, you
Ding ding, nigga.
past experiences, and she threw me out because she was about to throw a flag at me.
Man, there's a whole lot going on. I'm
gave
looking
her a
over here.
shot.
I'm looking over there. I'm like, but go ahead. Let's get back to it.
Why do men? Repeat the question one more time, because I'm gonna answer it from younger me, and I can give you the best explanation. Not old me, young me, me in my 20s. I'm waiting on the question. Whooping me.
Why do men who are in relationships still pursue other options?
Okay, so
that's from the ladies.
Okay, so basically, back then I pursued other options because we had options, and the options that we had, we knew that you women had the same type of options. So you always kept somebody a spare, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you ain't acting right, you ain't talking to me, then you're constantly communicating with another individual. So you already got somebody that's probably got somebody, they probably just, you know what I mean, and y'all intertwining. But you know, that goes back to being young though, and not ready to settle down. You know what I mean? People want you looking at relationships and people that settle down, but when you young like that, you already know it's plenty of fish in the sea, so you're gonna still be out looking. I'm just saying. When you get older, you realize that you don't want to go those certain routes. You know what I mean? You learn from your past mistakes, so you won't be so quick to be like, yeah, I'm gonna keep me one in the chamber. No, because you know that you end up getting caught. Eventually, you're gonna do something that's stupid and tell on yourself. Or the universe gonna permit it where God just shed the light and show you. Because you don't know who, and you be talking to this motherfucker, and she best friends with this motherfucker over here. And now she knows everything because her friend then told her that you fucking with her cousin.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, get deep.
Well, I'll say this right here.
I was trying to do the damn D. Not
D.
That was it. I know, but it ain't loud for some reason. But keep going on, because you know our sound. I don't know what to do about it. I'm sick of it.
My take on that is nobody knows your situation. You know what I'm saying? But you feel me? Like, you can be at the end of a situation when the outside is looking at you pursue somebody else. You feel me? So if you're not privileged to know what's actually going on, then that's just really like a prejudgment from the outside. You know, outside looking in. Every situation ain't just, to me, like, oh, he's with so and so, so he's trying to pursue so and so. You understand what I'm saying?
Because they see you talking to a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be your motherfucking cousin. At the end of the day, they don't know who that person is to you that they see you talking to.
Well, they said pursuing. Well, so pursuing, that's like you have an interest.
How do they even know that you're actually pursuing them?
They're not saying they know. They're just saying that niggas do that shit.
Well,
whether they know about it or not, the niggas that be in a situation and they'll go pursue something else, regardless of what the fuck the next motherfucker know. They consciously go after. So I think that has a lot to do with that perspective. And like you said,
talking to the younger me,
Mm-hmm.
the younger me was like, well, if you ain't giving me what I was looking for naturally, because I had a thing with telling motherfuckers what I wanted, because I realized a lot of women made mistakes by telling the nigga what makes them move a certain type of way and what makes them act a certain type of way. And because I was the pillow talk nigga. I was a nigga that fucked with motherfuckers who had motherfuckers. So I would hear this shit. So a nigga they would be fucking with would not communicate with them what they was feeling or what they was thinking. So they was feeling, it was insecure about their relationship. So it was easier to because I used to think that when you met a person, they already had somebody.
Yeah.
Everybody that
not true.
No, I'm not saying they had somebody that they was in a relationship with, but they had somebody.
They had a side wang.
They had a motherfucker. They had a motherfucker. They had a motherfucker who they just talked. They had a friend of the opposite sex who was in their ear.
Yeah.
Who they talked to, whether they fucked with them, because women,
men or women, because that's not true.
But
we're talking about younger us. We're not talking about older
us. We're not talking about 50. I'm talking about as a younger person, because
I'm talking about younger too.
Because
I'm just saying that ain't necessarily true, because my thing is, just when you meet that person, she might not be talking to nobody. If she young, if she middle age, if she old, it don't matter about age at all.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
about what the person got going on and what they doing and how they been raised. It's a lot to it. Everybody ain't the same.
But yeah, but there's very few people out here that don't have a friend of the opposite sex if they see.
Right.
Give a fuck. Whether they fucking them or not, they got a friend who they because
it could be a coworker at the job.
Women be emotionally attached. It'd be an emotional attachment to a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't gotta be physical. It's be like, this is my confidant. They could be gay, nigga. But they got a motherfucker of the opposite sex who they confide in, who they really trust, and they believe that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So when they come around you, they putting them same perspectives on you like they friend. It's like, well,
I'm gonna go back to the question, because I don't sound like that's what we talking about. Hold on.
Go ahead. I'll shut
Let me go back to this. No, you don't. We don't want you to shut up. We just going back to the question, because you know how we go off of it day to day. Why do men who are in relationships still pursue other opportunities? What you doing, baby? I want to hear some more stories, but go ahead, Mike.
Hey, I already said what I said. Yeah. You know, every situation ain't the same, so you can't look at every situation that's what it is, cut and dry. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like you don't know, like okay, you might meet somebody and may think they're one way, and you may grow out of your like for that person, or you might start seeing some things that you too much don't care about no more. And here come Mr. Right or Mrs. Right.
Ain't nobody that perfect or Mr. Right or Mr. Wrong.
We just talk about the end.
Hold on. Listen. Hold on. I want to hear that. Ain't nobody that perfect that they're Mr. Right or Mrs. Wrong.
I'm sorry, this man Mondays. I ain't mean to say that. I'm sorry.
But I want to wake that up.
To a nigga who really was in the streets for real, who told you as Mrs. Right, who could have done the goddamn 30 other
this
different
man Mondays. I'm so sorry.
Nah, you jumped in the water. That's swim.
Right, so swim, exactly.
What y'all talking about?
But what did you mean by that though?
Everybody ain't nobody Mr. Right or Mrs. Right.
So do you approach somebody thinking they're wrong?
I would never approach nobody.
I'm saying, but in the situation, period. Are you going to be entertained?
I would never approach nobody.
So okay, but are you going to entertain the ideal of a relationship with somebody you think is wrong?
Hell no.
So what do you think then? They right?
No. I'm just entertaining it. It's a difference.
Okay.
I'm just entertaining it.
Thank you, Mike.
I'm just entertaining it.
Okay.
I don't feel that they right, and I don't feel like they the wrong person either. I'm just entertaining it. just because I might be bored.
So you not
just
giving the
being
motherfucker
real.
genuine. You ain't giving a nigga from the beginning
Nothing genuine. I'ma be me, but
so a nigga's supposed to fucking fall in love with you while you be disingenuous. A nigga's supposed to give you the opportunity because he's disingenuous. But as men, we supposed to be 100% solid on everything that we fall down on and stand on what we stand on. But as women, able to swerve and curve and do whatever they feel like, depending on that time of the month.
Huh?
Oh my goodness!
Men
Damn, walking all the way up, man.
Men be on their period too, so let's stop it. But at the end of the day, I'm just saying, just because a person talk to a person a certain amount of time does not mean that they are Mr. Right or Mrs. Right. That's all
no one said it had nothing to do with
Hold
duration.
on,
no one said no better duration.
I ain't understand that one, but go ahead. Nah, go ahead. You said just because. Say that again.
Go ahead, Mike.
Nah, but that was key though. That sounded real good. I wanted to hear it.
I don't know what I said now.
Oh my God!
Shots fired. That's what my wife when we came here. I said shots fired. You know what I mean? Like I already know what's going on. Shots fired. Y'all know who she fucking. That's her twin.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Right.
But at the end of the day,
I be saying what I'm saying because everybody's thoughts are different.
Right.
So I don't think the same way because I wouldn't.
Right. So that means that you should be
I wouldn't
willing
think the same way like what you said.
So you don't think women have niggas on the back burner on the sideline?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Because
it just came off like that's what y'all was pertaining to, but we talking about y'all. That's why I got
we're talking about
but he sounded like he was coming for the women. So I started saying what I was saying on that part.
No.
Was y'all talking about y'all or was y'all talking about the woman? I felt like he was saying the woman.
It was a woman question, so we addressing the women,
it's for
right?
the men, no, but it's for the men.
Yeah, but
for the women.
But as men, we're responding to the womanness that's getting presented to us, and from our purely masculine energy, this is our reaction. Whether it's comfortable for you as a feminine energy, that is totally irrelevant to us. What you ask us for genuine masculine responses to a certain situation, and then all of a sudden, when we start genuinely responding, you want to try to interject and tell us about the feminine energy and how y'all feel. Well, this is not Women's Wednesday. You know what I mean? This is Man's Monday. So with men, this is where the fuck we at when it comes to certain shit that comes in our direction. This is our perspective. And we don't take this shit personal. You know what I mean? Because we human. Right. Like, I get in my feelings. Mike might get in his feelings. OD might get in his feelings. Haj can be in her feelings. My wife can be in her feelings. And it's totally okay. But right this second, we in testosterone-ville. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, since this is Men Monday, we're going to talk about how the three of us feel and perceive the information that we being subjected to from the feminine energy that just brought us a question talking about why we choose other motherfuckers. When I was single,
we doing what y'all do.
Right. When I was single, I felt like I never wanted to tell a person what I wanted because I seen plenty of women get manipulated by telling the person of the opposite sex what they needed to be happy. And a nigga would give them everything they needed to be, what they said they wanted, and then just give them enough to shut them the fuck up and do everything else they wanted to do and be doing all types of crazy shit. And we're like, why you do me like that? Why you do this and why you do that? Because what you required from me early on was minimal. All you wanted was security. You wanted loyalty. You wanted honesty. And I give you those three things, but there's so many other variables that's included that makes a healthy relationship. And now I'm playing the fiddle. I gave you those three things you wanted, but those 50 other things that's important, I'm playing with. But when it comes to going to something else, it's like for me, when I was a young person, I didn't want to change nobody. I met a person and I let them be who they were. If you couldn't give me everything that I wanted, I wasn't mad at you. I wasn't disappointed in you. I would treat you a certain type of way better than probably anybody ever treated you.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you ain't giving me everything I need. So guess what? I got another motherfucker on the other side. I know motherfuckers who give me what I need naturally. You struggle to give me what I need naturally. So at the end of the day, I know motherfuckers who just do this shit in they sleep and give me everything that I want to. So it's on me to have some self-control because I've been experienced out here to be like, I got motherfuckers who give me this, and this. So when I was single, I had 4 or 5 motherfuckers that would give me everything that I needed. I didn't expect too much out of any one of them because they all gave me different shit. And I took that shit. You know what I mean? Like, and I was cool with that shit. And they might not have understood, but I kept everybody in their lane. I'm like, look, I ain't a relationship type nigga.
You know what a nigga told me back in the day growing up? He said, man, listen, man, go get you. I think he was a pimp nigga too, for real. He said, man, go get you 5 females, man. Get you 5 of them. And then, you know what I'm talking about? And you do things for them to make sure they right. But make them all give you $25 a day.
Right.
And don't work no job at all. Make him get $25 a day. That's what a nigga told me.
But
and it worked for him for a while.
Right.
It definitely worked. I seen the magic where he was able to, whether it was some gas money or anything, he was able to finagle $20,
but for me,
it
wasn't about money. It was about my this person communicated good.
He looked like he was eating. He was driving her car. Always had money. I'm like, this nigga over here pimping for real.
You know what somebody told me?
What's that?
That I didn't learn then, but I understand it now.
What's that?
Sometimes you gotta be selfish
to get what you want.
You know what I'm saying? You can give. You feel me? But sometimes it's your turn.
Somebody said easy way out with y'all conversation on the question.
As an
that wasn't no
easy. Like you said, like what Mike just
give us
said,
another
like,
one. Yeah, I'm talking about.
Okay.
Give us another one.
What is another one? Because I got some in here though. I do, but
no, it ain't an easy way out. But the reality of it is that if some women do some shit naturally, and some women don't.
Man.
So if you've been experienced out here and you've seen,
I go back to what I said earlier.
You know, like, because
learn
what I
from
talked to
mistakes.
somebody about earlier today is like you can't unsee some shit. Once you seen some shit, you can't take that shit back. So once I seen a motherfucker treat me a certain type of way, and then you treat me a certain type of way, I don't say I don't respect or love you for who you are, but I know different. You know what I mean? And I ain't judging you and saying you less than. I ain't putting you on no. I ain't trying to take nothing away from what you bring to the table. End of the day, I know different.
Right.
So you want to try to have me accept what you want to give me because a lot of women give you what they want you to have versus what you need. And I could be fair to women as niggas. We give women what we want them to have, not what they need. To be fair, we give women what, like you said, this women need this. They give us a blueprint of what they need. We spoon feed them exactly what they said they want, and we do whatever the fuck we want to do on the side. But the reality of it is that if a woman gives you a blueprint to her heart, you know what I mean? Like, you have to be able to stay in the lines of fairness. Because as men, we barely give a motherfucker blueprint to our heart. You know what I mean? Like, we keep that shit to ourselves. Like, well, I ain't gonna tell you bitch nothing to have me all fucked up. So I'm gonna sit here and just take everything you give me. And if you don't give me enough, I'm never gonna say nothing. I just got another motherfucker to give me everything else that you give me. And it's not because I'm looking for something else. It's just I'm not comfortable enough in my own manness to express my own needs. I suffer from that. I'm not a nigga.
So that's a part of
about,
being. That's like you being selfish. Then
yes,
you know what I mean. You know what I mean. That's having your
yes,
cake, ice cream, and eating it too in your motherfucking face.
But as humans, we selfish.
Shakana said you can't unsee or unfeel.
Man, and she ain't never lied. I was just talking about this to my nephew today. Like, once you experience some shit, you can't undo that shit, and then you gotta be individual enough.
Okay.
So that's it.
All right, so look, that's been a great show, man, and we want to make sure that y'all understand the way men feel with things and how we deal with things from our perspective. Not every man on this panel is gonna have the same speech, you know what I mean, to give you, but it's still coming from a perspective to where we can feel. And with that being said, we're gonna get ready to wrap this up. But
the women quiet,
like, share,
subscribe.
Engage, subscribe, do it again and again.
Shout out to Busy One. Shout out to Worldwide.
Shout out to Trio.
Shout out to Day to Day. Star Qualities for show.
Right.
Star Qualities.
Shout out to our radio station.
Kim
Divine.
Kim Divine. Shout out to Kim.
We one big family.
Yeah, one big family. Shout out to Women Wednesday.
Even though we don't just agree all the time, we still family.
Yeah.
If y'all want to learn a woman's perspective on things, tune in on Women Wednesdays.
Yeah.
You shall be enlightened.
Better know it.
We gonna dog out me in the next one.
Damn, y'all, they sound like they were doing it last time. I ain't want to say nothing. I was sitting back like, I ain't even finished.
Yeah, I wouldn't have.
Yeah. We the last of the Mohican. We the last of the Mohican. We the last of the Mohican. Last of the Mohican. Last of the Mohican. We the last of the Mohican. We the last of the Mohican. We the last of the Mohican. Last of the Mohican. Last of the Mohican. You niggas slipping on your sauce game. That ain't this. They don't make them like me no more. I'm the shit. I was built for this, and I just look like this. The way I handle bars, like I'm riding bikes again. Like Jay-Z, I'ma give you a blueprint and show you that I'm cut from a different type of fabric. No hoop dreams, but I'm putting up all bricks. And we gamble like Pete Rose and hustlers like Larry Flint while we stack chips. Last of the Mohican. We the last of the Mohican. We the last of the Mohican. Last of the Mohican. Last of the Mohican. We the last of the Mohican. We the last of the Mohican. We the last of the Mohican. Last of the Mohican. Last of the Mohican.
Last of a dime breed, cut from a different cloth. I ain't gotta beat my chest, bitch, you already know I'm boss. Had it before, lost it, then I got it back. What we talking about, nigga, I got my own back. I'm in the rear view with a clear view and I'm speeding through. Fuck that plug talk, nigga, he can keep feeding you. Catch me at the top with a bike, doing that dance. Fruit Loop straps on them stacks, doing that money dance.
We the last of the Mohican. We the last of the Mohican. We the last of the Mohican. Last of the Mohican. Last of the Mohican. We the last of the Mohican. We the last of the Mohican. We the last of the Mohican. Last of the Mohican. Last of the Mohican. Yeah. We the last of the Mohican.